Hey guys, let's see what's going on with the workouts this week. And this is my first week not dieting, technically. I have gone from 1,850 calories a day to 2,050. So that's where I'm at in this video. Starting with squats. This was a reset, a proper reset, so I was reset to 100 kilos for a working set, and then it was the usual percentage back off, and that ended up being 93.5. I was happy with my depth. I wasn't necessarily happy with my groove, but I was training with my friend on this day. From university, and he helped me massively. Into the back off sets, maybe 2 sets in, he told me to forget about everything I was worrying about. I was worrying about keeping my back tight, getting the depth correct, not leaning forward too much, my knees caving in is a big one. All of this stuff, and I was thinking about it too much, and so I decided, okay then, I'll take his advice, I'll try to forget about it, and I did, and it helped so much. I just focused on driving through my heels, and it was a massive help, massive. Anyway, you saw the bench press there. Sorry I talked over it with squats and stuff, but I was happy with that. Still looking good, even though this was only so this was my first day after the diet ending, so I should be looking my best, and I felt as though I was looking good. Felt very happy with my body. Since then, I've been less happy, but we'll talk about that in a future video. Here I am doing overhead press. It was repeat work, 31.5 kilos. I got it for 8 reps and then did 4 sets of that. And then we have here the glute ham raise, which is always very exciting to watch. Me with my range of motion that goes beyond the degrees thought possible. People thought that a circle encompassed 360 degrees. I showed them that in fact there were more degrees than that to a circular motion. And since then, science and maths has been sort of, trying to figure it out. Really, I have turned the world on its head. Deadlifts, and it's the round 130. 130 feels as though it's a big deal for me. It's very lightweight, obviously, relative to what people lift in this sport of ours. But for me, it's a milestone, and to get it for 4, I was very happy. Very happy indeed. After this, I did 121 kilos for 4 back off sets, so it ended up being 5 sets of total of deadlifts, 4 reps each, and I was over the moon. 130 kilos, not much, but for me, enough to keep me happy. So this was a great start to the Wednesday training session, and after this we move on to a 3 count pause bench press. Here we are, 65 kilos, 3 count. So Matthew, my brother, who's training with me, standing behind the bar here, spotting me, he counts the 3. So if it looks fast to you, blame him, basically. He's the one that I go by. He's doing the 1, 2, 3 up. If you feel as though he should be going slower, email him at mybrother@gmail.com. I am working on my leg drive. I'm using a mental cue that my friend also gave me. It's squeeze your glutes, and it helps a lot. I'm eventually probably going to have to put my feet flat on the floor. I believe that's the rules in the meet I will be competing at. Here we have front squats, and basically I thought, well, I could do front squats, but I'd rather do a little dance with my knees. So what I did is I sort of put some weight on the bar, and then I went up and down and did dance with my knees, because dancing with your knees is a fun exercise. The biggest pain in the ass with this is basically keeping the bar on me as a person, because it sucks. Okay, Friday, back to squats, and it's 102.5. Trying to keep the 5 reps, basically, just trying to keep the 5 reps, because 5 reps is sort of, a good number for squats. So here we are, 102.5, and I do indeed get it for 5 reps. I remember on this day, the shirt reminded me, I was already feeling as though, man, I'm not feeling good on this diet. I mean, on this reverse diet. With my calorie increase, I feel as though my body's already showing a bit of the old fat gain. Now, logically, let's think about this. Have I gained fat eating 200 calories more than I was? How would that happen? Maybe my body was so desperate to store fat, it took it anyway and stored it. Okay, so how much fat could that possibly be? Well, over a week, that was a 1,400 calorie increase. I was previously losing weight, so let's take off 400 calories and say 1,000 calories is possible that my body had to play with to store fat. Okay, well, that's a third of a pound. Okay then, is a third of a pound something that I could actually notice? No. So logically, no, James, you haven't got substantially more fat than you did have. Looking here at me doing bench press, it's not as though I've got a massive belly. I haven't ballooned in a few days. Perhaps into this week, I record this on the Wednesday following this week you're watching, I have gained some fat. Let's think about it more logically. I've been eating 250 calories over what I used to eat. That's 750 calories into this week. Say that all of that is more than I was. Okay, so now we're talking about a total of 1,750. That's half a pound of fat. Maybe half a pound of fat is noticeable. Is it noticeable to the degree that I'm feeling it? No. Why am I mental? Why am I a mental person then? Why am I worrying about it so much? These are the questions that plague me, that haunt me, that keep me up at night. Goodbye.
Bunches and bunches, punches is thrown into your frontless.